The Golden State Warriors select Stephen Curry from Davidson College.
To change the game. Look at this move by Steph Curry. Wow. How fun is he?
Success with Brewer early on Curry, but Curry's taking advantage of this matchup. The left-handed finger roll, electrifying this crowd.
And the dream season is now complete. The Golden State Warriors are the 2015 NBA champions. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! With 0.6 of a second remaining.
The first unanimous MVP in NBA history, Stephen Curry.
Time to spin, stripped to the ball by
no.
Curry.
Oh, no.
Pass to Durant.
The Warriors are NBA champions again. The Golden State Warriors back-to-back titles.
Steph, three, there it is! NBA three-point history, 2,974 threes and counting.
The Dubs dynasty is still very much alive.
The Bill Russell NBA Finals MVP award goes to Stephen Curry.
So the Warriors come off that title, and I'm sure you remember everybody, fans, media, players, everybody were saying, cute story. You know, cute story. They were able to get through it, but that's not a team you're going to have to worry about going forward.
Can the Warriors repeat?
You want the long answer or the short answer?
Both.
All right, I'll give you a short answer. No.
Cleveland Cavaliers are the favorites to win the NBA championship next year.
The Warriors running through that gauntlet in the West.
You had a lot of doubters. You had a lot of haters in the world who were discrediting and discounting the World Championship and saying the Warriors got lucky because of injury, for example.
I'm still of the mindset that Cleveland would have won that championship if both Kevin Love and Kyrie were healthy.
They were very fortunate, though. Some point guards were missing. You know, Spurs got knocked out.
Big breaks.
They're big breaks.
The talk after the first NBA Finals that they won was that they won because of injuries, that Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving got hurt.
It was a fluke. You know, you got your one, great, you're done. It's never going to happen again.
Steph isn't that great. It's just kind of fluky. He didn't even win Finals MVP. All this stuff, right? Like all this talk in the offseason was all of what the Warriors heard. And so they came out and said, hey, let's prove a point.
On the left tap, here comes Curry. Here's Thompson on the left wing. Curry puts it up.
Klay Thompson running with Iguodala. The lob! What a pass!
We had OD confidence. We had chemistry, like you said. And like the chains was off. We just let's just go win every single game.
Curry takes it away from Joakim Noah. Lob to Iguodala! Both rebounding this year. Lob to Azili!
What the Warriors are doing is an outlier. They're doing something totally different. Now, one of the things...
With the chip on their shoulders because some people have called them fraudulent champions, all assist in their elevated level of motivation. I think
I'm not sure I've ever seen a team shoot the ball as well as Golden State. I don't even really know what to compare them to.
Over to Mr. Wide Open. Klay Thompson with another three.
Blake Griffin at the top.
And Hogan hammered that one.
I don't see anybody on the schedule who can mess with them at this point.
The 16-0 Warriors are now favored by the Basketball Power Index for every game through March 19.
The defending champions are 22-0.
To watch them come out and punch every one of those critics in their face was vindicating. And the person who was throwing those punches was Steph Curry.
Curry again! Backed into Curry again! And he backed it in! Backed into three, looking for a foul! He is truly a wizard. Oh, Ronnie Price went for the steal. And Curry tuned him up. Order the last 21 points. A three, good! A 28-point quarter.
Steph had this crazy ability that year. He would just close his eyes, it felt like, or maybe I was closing my eyes, and he would just throw the ball into the sky, and a split second later, that ball just falls through the net.
Curry weaving through traffic. Steph putting it up and in. double Steph. His brother nearly knocks it away. He shoots over him and makes it. Deep Steph.
Steph Curry is now in the midst of having the greatest single season any player has ever had.
How in the world did he pull it off? A Houdini move by Steph Curry.
You realize he is leading the NBA in percentage of shots made in the paint. So he's not just beating you from three, he's killing you from two also.
Curry gets around, Lillard lays it up and in! It's like the Globetrotters.
Just roll back the tape on 2016, and you cannot tell me that anybody can guard this guy. Nobody ever did. Nobody could.
How did he get out there? Stephen Curry from way downtown.
Forcing 1 point away. Got the half-court bucket.
Don't watch out.
Oh my, out the top corner of the backboard. Oh man.
There is simply no way to stop this young brother right here. It is special beyond measure.
Curry, another three. Oh, it's good. They do have a timeout. Decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry!
Steph doesn't talk a whole lot of shit. He's not an aggressive person orally. But his play that year was as close to you as we will ever see from Steph Curry.
In what was seen by many as the greatest individual season in NBA history, Stephen Curry would ascend to another level in 2016. His 30 points per game on insane 45, 50, 90 shooting splits is a dominant level of efficiency that the game had never seen before. A season-long performance that would result in Curry becoming the only player ever to be unanimously voted MVP.
It doesn't even make sense, man. I mean, it's a dream come true to be in this position, and very appreciative of like you said, the club that I'm in. I was thinking about that in the history of the game. I think it's 60 plus years they've voted on MVP awards, and there's no denying the fact that those legends and the guys that have won MVP obviously deserved it and cemented their place in history by winning the award. But anytime you can do something that's never been done in the history of the game, I mean, you gotta just take a moment and just be appreciative of that.
Steph's incredible season would result in more than just success on the court. Fans across the country, both in Oracle and in visiting arenas, found themselves crowding around pregame warm-ups, all hoping to just catch a glimpse of the MVP. In stores across the country, his signature shoes with Under Armour were flying off the shelves, putting up sales numbers that rivaled the industry's most popular athletes. However, it turns out the greatest way to measure Curry's success in 2016 isn't by traditional figures or numbers. It's by the way his popularity influenced the way the game was played forever.
One of the things that will set Steph's legacy apart is that he has changed the game. Pick a gym right now. Go to any of them. Go to a YMCA. Go to a high-level game. Go to a pro-am. Go literally any level, high school, junior high, across the board. What you will see is somebody shooting a 30-footer. That did not happen before Steph Curry. And I think it was that vindicative season where everybody started realizing who he was and wanted to be like him. I don't go into a gym and rip down a backboard. I can't be 6'8". I don't have that skill set. And that we all looked to Steph and thought to ourselves, oh my God, that's something I would like to emulate and might be able to. His impact was, I think, really seen during that year. And when I say impact, that's what I mean. He's changed everything.
As the Warriors found themselves coming down the final stretch of the regular season, it was clear they had the potential to do something special. Behind Curry's magical season and the team's chemistry being at an all-time high what had started as a hot take early in the season was becoming more of a reality. Golden State was on pace to break the '96 Chicago Bulls' seemingly impossible 72-win record.
I don't know at what point we started to even talk about 73-9. I'm trying to, it was probably right after the All-Star break. You start to think about, if we win, 7 out of 8 games just the rest of the way, we're going to get there. And then it became a huge talking point probably the last 20 games. And we carried that all the way through and actually got it done.
I was concerned that they might lose a little something, worrying about, because the record is nice, but the championship is what you're playing for.
The Warriors had this thing wrapped up pretty early. They could have just sat back, taken their foot off the throttle and still gone into the playoffs as a number 1 seed. They still could have gone in there with 65 wins or whatever, and they would have been fine. But they chased this record, and it affected them. They're human beings. There's only so much fuel in the tank.
What a gorgeous day in the Bay Area. The regular season's complete. It's day 1 of the 2016 NBA playoffs. Curry for 3. Curry, open look. Curry, long 3.
Steph had 20 points in one half in the first game against Houston. That 2016 postseason was going to be a coronation for Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors, but more specifically Steph Curry. He was, I think, on average, just obscene amounts of points, efficiencies, assists, whatever you wanted, whatever you think matters. I think he was going to blow guys out of the water. And then he slipped on that wet spot.
Not up yet, still time remaining. Ariza trying to find some room. Curry falls down and grabs his right leg. Curry asking for help to get up. He fell awkwardly and immediately grabbed his right leg, and you see him hobbling right now.
It was rough. I think that, I know that affected Steph. He wasn't able to move the same. All you had to do is watch. You don't need to be a doctor. All you need to do is just watch Steph. And anybody that plays basketball at any level knows that he wasn't the same guy after that.
You go through the year before, and it was all just upside. At no point when rooting for an underdog do you feel the pressure of the win. With their regular season success, there was a very strange pressure of, we gotta actually finish this journey. And when Steph went down in that series, was one of the first times where you started feeling vulnerability and maybe it won't happen.
The 2016 NBA Finals would feature a rematch between Golden State and the Eastern Conference champion Cavaliers. Unlike the previous year, Cleveland entered the finals with their roster fully intact, as All-Stars Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love were both healthy and ready to make for a more even series. Oracle Arena would once again host home court on the game's brightest stage.
An epic 7-game series begins tonight with Game 1. Curry the mismatch. Curry the 3. Iguodala on the follow. The Warriors have 6 players in double figures. Livingston again. Lowest scoring game of the season for Thompson and Curry combined. Yet they win by 15. Warriors take Game 1, courtesy of their bench. We are set to go for Game 2. Cleveland trying to bounce back from just their 3rd loss of these playoffs. Here comes Curry for 3. As Green hits a 3. Draymond Green's second 3-pointer. Draymond Green lighting it up. He's got 15 inside Livingston. Back out Barbosa. Up top Thompson for 3. Puts it in. Golden State, what an impressive performance. And they'll take a 2-0 lead in these NBA Finals.
The Warriors had set the tone early for the series. The team's defense had held Kyrie and LeBron to some of their lowest numbers of the postseason, and an all-around contribution offensively had resulted in 2 dominant wins. However, despite the team's success, an underlying concern would come from the reigning league MVP. Over these games, Curry had only averaged 14 points on just 44% shooting, down significantly from his regular season numbers. It was obvious that something wasn't right. As the series headed east to Cleveland, Game 3 would see the home team pick up their first win of the series, handing Golden State their worst loss of the postseason. The Cavaliers had looked unstoppable on their home floor, but just as they had done all season long, the defending champs would respond in Game 4.
Curry steps back. Another 3 for Curry, his second of the game. Kyrie Irving. Oohs and ahs from the crowd. Green racing up the floor. Thompson for 3. Puts it in. Stolen by James. And James lays it in. Pass to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Curry fakes, drives off the glass. It's good. Stephen Curry.
You gotta remember Game 4, Steph goes for 38. He gets off in Game 4, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, yeah, this is it right here. That's all. And at the end of Game 4 was when LeBron, one of the smartest players of all time, purposely steps over Draymond. And as we can tell with Draymond nowadays, completely loses it.
Green and James jawing at each other while play continues. Iguodala the pull-up. That won't go. And a double foul is going to be called.
Draymond Green has been suspended for Game 5 for making a retaliatory swipe of his hand to the groin of LeBron James in Game 4, resulting in a flagrant foul 1.
Draymond just, he said something that I don't agree with. I'm all cool with the competition. I'm all fine with that, but some of the words that came out of his mouth was a little bit overboard.
He doesn't get suspended for that. He actually gets suspended for the point system because Draymond had been messing around all postseason and he had accrued so many penalty points that the next time he got a flagrant 2 or flagrant 1, whatever it was, he was going to get suspended. Honestly, it was genius in part of LeBron. It's not basketball, but it's basketball, right? You got to play it. You got to play it somehow, some way.
I do believe firmly that the Warriors win the series in 5 if the Draymond Green suspension doesn't happen. That, in my opinion, was egregious.
I don't regret reacting the way I reacted in the moment, because the only reason I can't promise you that I wouldn't react that way, because if somebody steps over my shoulder, I'm naturally going to try to get you off my shoulder. That's just who I am. And so I can't promise you that I wouldn't react the same way. But what I do know is I think LeBron coaxed me into that. And I know for sure today he couldn't coax me into that.
The series flips. It flips because at Game 5, that baby's over.
Well, they say closeout games are the toughest ones to win. For Golden State, made a little tougher. James fakes, James drives, James finishes, and the foul. James jumper. Again, LeBron James has the perimeter game going. Steps back, tries another 3. That's good, LeBron James.
Kyrie and LeBron just completely rise to the occasion.
I've never seen 2 guys play at that level
for 3 straight
games. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Irving slides inside. Thompson right with him. Irving, bank shot is good, and a foul. A sensational offensive talent. Nearly falls, drives now, spins back, tough fall-away shot, it's good. Kyrie Irving. Another brilliant shot, it's a 10-point lead.
It's one of the greatest performances offensively I've ever seen in the finals by Kyrie Irving.
What a road victory for the Cleveland Cavaliers as the NBA Finals will return to Cleveland on Thursday night.
While it may have seemed like just the delaying of the inevitable to some, there was something different about this loss for Golden State. Cleveland walked out of Oracle Arena that night a different team, and suddenly the series felt far from finished.
And here in this city, they're saying this is the biggest game in franchise history and one of the biggest nights in the city's sports history as they try to keep alive their dream of bringing a championship to the city of Cleveland. James on the throwdown. Curry launches long three, knocks it down. Steph Curry with his fourth three-pointer. Alley-oop to Thompson. Throws it ahead to Smith. Smith, alley-oop to James. Finishing touches on a magnificent performance. Game 7, Sunday night in Oakland.
Although Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson had been able to combine for 55 points, with Curry having his second 30-point performance of the series, it was Cleveland who had once again stayed on the relentless attack, forcing a winner-takes-all Game 7. In what would be the most watched NBA Finals game since Michael Jordan's final game as a Bull in 1998, Stephen Curry and the Warriors traveled back across the country for a final showdown in Oracle Arena against the Cavaliers. What they would witness would be a heavyweight battle between a team desperate to make history and a team desperate to prevent it.
Helps out Smith, pass right through the hands of Curry. James, a two-handed slam. Green tries another three. Draymond Green, 4 for 4 from downtown. Green looking to post up, makes his quick move, stops underneath. Layup is good, and one. James on the drive, foul, layup, counted and one. LeBron James, another attack to the basket. Curry pass deflected and stolen. Here comes Irving. Irving drives past Green. The foul. Shot's good and one. Oh, what a sweet move from Kyrie Irving. Curry's got Tristan Thompson on. Curry crossover three-pointer. It's good. Curry back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James. LeBron James with the rejection. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown!
I think that I never thought that the Warriors would lose. All the way up until Steph missed that three against Kevin Love.
Curry fakes the three. Steps back, crossover, puts up a three.
If there's like one play, like I know I should have done something different, it's that one. There's way more time on the clock than I thought. Me trying to answer Kyrie's three over me was kind of in my head, and you force up a shot and you kind of lose momentum, and they win on your home floor.
It's over! It's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again! The Cavaliers are NBA champions!
The 2016 NBA Finals was probably my darkest moment as a sports fan.
It's one of the only memories I have during the dynastic run where I'm not excited to talk about it.
That great season has what next to it? Did not win the NBA championship. That's what sucks. I guarantee you they would much rather have not had the record and won a championship than have that happen to them.
Do we regret going after 73 wins because we may have flamed out in the finals? No, that was an amazing accomplishment. We knew we could do that and go, win another ring, and we were right there, obviously. So everybody thought 72-9 was untouchable, and we got it. So that's the beauty of the league. It just keeps getting better and better.
73 wins. I don't think anyone's going to ever touch that. But sadly, the ending happened, and that's where we are.
Blowing a 3-1 series lead to the Golden State Warriors in the Western Conference Finals, the Thunder's season is now done, and the question becomes, what's next for Kevin Durant?
He does not want to be Patrick Ewing. He doesn't want to be one of the greats of his era who only plays in one finals and never wins a ring.
The Golden State Warriors aren't exactly having the best week, but adding Kevin Durant to his roster could brighten up their offseason. Durant is currently the biggest free agent prize in the NBA, and the newest rumors suggest he could opt to join Golden State if he decides to leave Oklahoma City.